Good morning, folks. I want to introduce a new rider who will be taking, hopefully, her first ride today. This is my granddaughter, Ella. Here, Ella, come. Come. Good dog. Come here. Good girl. There she is, Ella. Ella is 15 months old, almost exactly. Kim, my daughter, has been asking about when to start her on horseback. I think we're going to set her on. She's going to have assistance on both sides and me leading the horse. And we're going to get started pretty quick. So we're here with the second part of the equation, and that's the horse. And like a lot of kids' horses, Ricky has three things going for him. He's short, shaggy, and steady. If you got those three things, you're probably okay. Ricky was actually my daughter's 4-H horse, but he did everything you can do horseback. He's about 14 hands to 14-1. He is a horse. There's no pony in him at all, and he would be quite offended if you suggested he was. He showed in Western pleasure classes, which was kind of a masquerade because he's not a Western pleasure horse, and he didn't move like he was low-bottomized, but he got along. In the 4-H. He came back later. Kim wanted to show in the reining, so I tuned him up a little bit. And he actually was pretty successful as a reiner and just cute and fun and the kind of horse a kid can enjoy. And later he became our go-to horse for any guests or any kids who wanted to ride a horse. Even later, my wife was between horses. We needed to find her a new mount because our older horse was no longer fit to go trail riding. So for about 3 years, she trail rode him everywhere we went, and he was perfect. So literally, he has been ridden by 3 generations. My wife and I, my daughter, and now our granddaughter. So he may outlive all of us. He is about 26. He has some of the usual health issues that afflict him, but he's happy. He's basically sound. I would call him serviceably sound. We'll move him around. You can see he moves a little shorter than he probably did as a 5-year-old. So do I. So in terms of being ready for this, I don't just saddle this good old horse and say, you're a good old horse, let's just go do this. I'm compulsive enough and careful enough that yesterday afternoon I got him out, I saddled him, I moved him around, and not surprisingly, the little guy bucked and played when I lunged him in here, which goes to a piece of advice I'm going to pass on to everybody. Before you put a kid on a horse, move the horse off, lunge the horse around you on a line or in a round pen, or better yet, get on and ride it a little bit yourself, particularly if the child is going to ride without a lead line. For a long time with this horse's predecessor and with this horse, I would ride the horse every single time my daughter got on because I didn't want anything unexpected to happen with her on. If it happened with me, I was equipped to deal with it. So you treat every ride kind of like a mission that you want to accomplish, that you want to be safe. So even though I did lunge him last night, that was probably the first time he's been saddled in maybe 2 years, I'm going to move him around here a little bit, and I would not be surprised if he played around a little bit again. That's in his nature. I just want him to have his little playtime before I put our granddaughter on him. So I'm going to just loop up the reins and then move him off. So here's a simple formula that isn't inflexible, but it gives a guideline, and that is if you take the horse's age and the kid's age and you add the two together, they should add up to at least 20. So if you've got a little bitty kid, you better have about a 20-year-old horse. So Ella is 1, this guy's 26, so the equation works out. Well, no rodeo today. And you can see he's sort of a cute little mover for an old guy. And I'm not going to do a whole lot with him. I just want to make sure he's happy and feeling sound and that he's going to be safe for her. Go on back. And if he didn't want to lope, that's more his idea than mine. Probably could use a bigger warm-up, but you know, he's saying it's a nice sunny day, I'm having a good time. So you can see this horse is basically sound. He would be sound for her to take out and ride. Not long, hard rides, but there's plenty of tread left on the tire. And too often, we don't value our older horses enough. They don't need to be on welfare, and on some level, I'm not sure they want to. Okay, Rick. Okay. So we have a child-sized saddle on him. Obviously, she won't be riding on her own. And we're going to treat her as if it was riding for the handicapped. Literally, it's going to be like maximum assist with a helper on each side. We'll put a belt around her midsection so that there's a handhold, and if the horse would jump, we can lift her off. I don't think any of those things are going to happen. I think we'd be fine if we took no precautions. But I think with the precautions, we assure that this is a good event. Now, what we don't know is how she's going to react when we bring her over and sling her on this large herbivore's back. That's what we're going to find out shortly. Okay, so here we go. Kim, my daughter, Mom, and Dalton, my son-in-law, Dad, are coming in. Now, if you wonder where Grandma is, Grandma on this occasion is running the camera. 2 reasons. We thought it was best if both parents could be in on this video. That's reason 1. Reason 2 is my wife could not be more camera shy if she was old order Amish. So she's happy behind the camera, and these guys are fine out here. And we're going to shortly put Ella up on the horse. She has a helmet on that fits her about as well as a helmet can fit a child her size and age. And we're not thrusting her at the horse or the horse at her. It is a decision for her. And if she was to wail and cry and show fear, we sure wouldn't insist on it. But she seems more concerned with the helmet than she does with the horse.
Say hi.
Yeah. She's been around horses, but and patted them and so forth, but she hadn't sat on one before. What you want to have is a horse that you feel so secure with that if somehow the lead line came off, you'd know the child was okay without any direction because the horse wasn't going to do anything bad. One thing you'll also notice, and this is very important, Ella is not on the ground. It's going to be quite a little while until I'm comfortable having her on the ground around a horse. Just too much size differential, too little reaction, too little balance. You will never see a video from me showing a 1.5-year-old child leading a horse along. Those videos get millions of views and they make me physically sick. It's irresponsible and it shouldn't be promoted, it should be condemned. So with that little rant, let's give her the opportunity to get on. Yeah. And we've got a little bit of it's actually a dog collar around her waist, and that will allow the folks to just lift her off the horse if anything unexpected would happen. And I'm going to move him forward about 1 step. Well, what about that? That's the first ingredient.
Wow.
Yeah. Here we go.
Wow.
And you look at the Hey, you're okay. Hey,
Can you clap? Say yay.
Yay.
you got it.
You want to hold him?
Oh.
So she's a little unsure. And if you watch the horse, he's unsure too. If you watch how cautious he is, he's going to get some sort of a gold medal. Oh, there you go. Here, you want a little bit of hair, Ella? Look. He doesn't care if you pull his hair.
Yeah.
Ready to move? Okay. See her starting him with her seat?
Wow.
You guys let me know if she starts getting upset. Ricky's pretending to be a glacier, and I like that.
Riding a horse. You want to stop?
You want to stop for a second? She's reaching for me.
Okay, now, P.T. Barnum, who was a master salesman and a master showman, had a saying that has become commonplace in the world, but it was simply, always keep them wanting more. That's how you sell something new. I think she would want more. So let's get her off and build that hunger. This was fun. See you next time.